My name is Marcia Almodovar, and when my mother first moved to this country, she was enamored by tall, blonde, blue-eyed beauties. And by naming me Marcia, perhaps I would embody some of those qualities. So since birth, I have always been wrestling and trying to accept my non-Eurocentric looks. I, however, am grateful to be born in a feminine body and to wake up and understand that I am a woman and that is right for me. I understand that that is a privilege that isn't beyond me to acknowledge. For centuries, many cultures and indigenous people understood all the wide range of sex and gender. Since 5000 to 3000 BC, Gala, androgynous priest of a Sumerian goddess. It has always been this way, and things have shifted in our century, and these parts of our humanity and understanding are not always celebrated. But I have always felt I am thankful for the sensuality that exudes me, the soft raspiness in my voice, and the way my long, thick hair lays all around me. I wake up and feel the beauty of my curves, and it reminds me of a ceiba tree, voluptuous, strong, rare, powerful, and grows in light and warmth. I'm a person that loves supple beauty, the velvety touch of moss, the scent of peonies, the exotic shape of birds of paradise, and the way the ocean kisses the sand over and over throughout the day, like a love song, touching the shores, sometimes in gentle romance, and other moments harsh and thrusting. I love flesh lips during a kiss, a soft moan escaping a lover's lips, and the sensation of pleasure as two hands collapse into each other. I love the salty taste and texture of caviar as it hits the tip of your tongue, and the smell of citrus and silkiness of cream, the aroma of fresh pigment, and the crisp gooiness of a macaroon. The way a piece of music can capture so much emotion and bring me to tears. But I have not always understood these things or let myself revel in the softness and the beauty that is offered by the world around me. There are many lenses that I've had to wade through in order to allow myself the grace to feel, taste, hold gently these things before me. The deep-rooted repression of our society, the filthy, dirty, greedy fingers of capitalism, the heat of white supremacy that is as thick as an open oven door that touches every molecule of air. The grip of the patriarchy that all merge into one giant Eribre. He's a demon from the underworld that never stops crying. I'm a Latinx woman that is many things to many people and seen in different ways to them all. My child sees me as a caretaker, as part of him. And when he hurts, I can cure it all by saying, sana, sana, culito de rana, si no sana hoy, sana mañana. I'm truly mother to him. My friends, a nurturer, a good cook, someone to laugh with at any moment, to cry, to hold, and to be held, to lift up and to be lifted, empathetic, and always ready to get into trouble. Puerto Rican women for many generations were considered savages. There are many horrific examples of such, but I will only speak of one. In 1955 in Puerto Rico, before birth control was approved as safe in the mainland US, many Puerto Rican women were used as test subjects. How were these tests conducted? How were these women left full of wounds, full and then stripped of them? Were they wives? Were they mothers? Were they poets, dancers? I'll leave it up to you to imagine the way these tests were conducted and the experience of what these women and their families endured. I think of my beautiful ancestors decades before walking barefoot through palm fronds and trees, bathing in waterfalls, discovering cordecillo as antiseptic, guayabana as anti-inflammatory, medicina in the trees, cinnamon and cumin to flavor soups and rices, and the sweetness of plátanos maduros and the cream of a freshly opened coconut. What beautiful Taino alchemist. I sit with all this and think what messages are from within me and what is from the universe outside of me. What are these ancient spirits whispering to me? What story do we tell ourselves? And what do we pass on to our daughters, our sons, and the generations we have birthed? I honestly don't know those answers, but before I lay my head on the earth and weep, I walk into the big, vast forest, touch the trunk of a tree, languish my eyes for hours on a single leaf, and imagine myself swimming through the mountain skyline, diving into the ocean, and let the sun fall all over my face. I feel how connected I am to the ground barefoot in the middle of these trees. I recently had a terrible human infliction called love and heartbreak, and my soul lost, shattered in thousands of ways. And in looking my way, you could feel the pang of sadness around me. And two women I met one evening as I shared my story without a word rose and wrapped me in their arms and whispered Orisha prayers in my ears. I knew these prayers. I grew up understanding them, and they prayed for my healing. And as I wept, the tears rolled down my body, big, soft, slow, and gathered like puddles in between my toes, and reached the earth beneath me. And I could feel centuries of goddesses whispering to me, and winds from the four corners, and the moon above, nature's divineness, giving me the understanding I will always have love as long as there's an earth to love. My son asked me once, as we were swimming in the ocean, "What is church? And why don't we ever go?" And I said, "Do you feel how big your heart feels right now at this moment? You feel light and connected to me and everything around us. Some people feel that right there inside a building, but we can feel it here. My ancestors are not in brick and mortar rooms. They're wild, they're here, they're energy, and everywhere there's nature and beauty." He said whatever and swam away, but in those moments, my dreams are present and my heart is at peace. And when the darkness of Ehribre pulls me back again, I will always remember that I'm thankful for the sensuality that exudes me, the soft raspiness in my voice, and the way my long, thick hair lays all around me. And I wake up and feel the beauty of my curves, and it reminds me that I am a ceiba tree, voluptuous, strong, rare, powerful, and grows in light and in warmth.